In this video, we'll unpack components and variants in Figma, what they are, why they matter, and how to use them to speed up your designs and keep everything consistent. Components are reusable design pieces. Think of them as templates you can update once and have the changes applied everywhere. You'll learn how to build a simple button component, reuse it across frames, and use component properties and variants, so your work stays fast and scalable. As you see, I already placed a few icons which I downloaded from Flaticon. So let's start by building a button. I press to pick the text tool, type the word subscribe. By the way, please do subscribe to this channel and like the video if this video helps you. Now, change the font to Roboto and wrap that text in auto layout by hitting Shift-A or clicking this button. That puts the text inside a frame that will size itself around the content. Next, I give the frame a red fill so it looks like a button. Set the horizontal padding to 14 and round the corners with a radius of 10. That's enough to make a clean, reusable button shape. Now create a few small frames to use this button across multiple frames. You could duplicate it and drop it into each frame, but if you keep each copy as a normal layer, any change, like label, color, or corner radius, means editing every copy by hand. That quickly becomes a time sink. To avoid that, undo the copies, rename the frame to button, and convert it into a component. In the design panel, click Create Component. The layer boundary turns purple, which shows it's now a master component. Wherever you see purple in layers, that's a component or an instance of one. To reuse the button, open the Assets panel and drag the component out. Or just duplicate the master component to create instances. Instances are linked to the master, so if I change anything like the master's corner radius, all instances update automatically. The same applies to the text and color if you update it from the master. You can also override a single instance when you need something different. If you change the size on one instance, that property becomes an override and won't follow later changes to the master. Other properties that weren't overridden will still follow the master. If you want to completely break the connection, select the instance, click More Actions in the right-hand menu, and choose Detach Instance from the Design panel. Or right-click and detach directly. The layer will no longer be purple and will act like a normal frame. Beyond basic components, Figma gives you component properties. Let's select the master component again. In the design panel, you'll see a properties section where you can add variant, text, boolean, and instance swap properties. Let's start with a variant by selecting it. You can also create a variant component using this button. Variants are great for different states. Add a second variant by clicking this plus sign and change its color to make a hover state. Change the name to hover, then select the whole component and name the property something like states with values default and hover. Now, if I select the instance, I can change its state to hover. Let's check the text properties. Text properties let you control the label from the instance level. Instead of editing the text layer inside each instance, add a text property named text label, give it a default value like subscribe. Select both variants' text layers by holding Shift and apply it to both variants. Now each instance can change its label quickly. Boolean properties allow simple on-off behavior. For icons, I first turn each icon into a component, and I recommend giving them a common prefix like icon so they group nicely in the Assets panel. You can nest an icon component inside the button. Then add a Boolean property named icon toggle with a default of true. Select the icons in the component. Now click Apply Variable Property in the right-hand menu. Link the icon's appearance to that Boolean by selecting Icon Toggle. So, as you can see, instances get a toggle to show or hide the icon. That covers the essentials. Create a component. Reuse it as instances, make targeted overrides, detach when needed, and use variants, text, and Boolean properties to make components flexible and scalable. If you find this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, comment, what problem do you want me to solve in the next video? Take care and bye.